All right, that's some Reba McEntire right there with the classic You Lie. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio with Mornings with Lone Star. It is 8:34, and like I said, I have special guests in the studio from the Montgomery County Hospital District. I want to say house, but it's Hospital District. You can check them out online, folks, before we get into the conversation, because we're going to talk about their CAAS accreditation. Look them up at mchd-tx.org. That's mchd-tx.org. Or if you're a Facebooker, just look them up, Montgomery County Hospital District at mchdtx. There's a lot of things going on. I'll be posting that to my Facebook, so if you just want to focus on the conversation. Welcoming to the studio right now is we have the Montgomery County Hospital District. We have Jared in the studio. Jared?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing well, man.
You want to point the mic to your mouth.
Sure,
there you go. First time on radio. I was kidding. He's doing good.
Right. Thank you.
You doing all right?
Doing great. Thank you guys.
And I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and taking the time. If you drive around the Montgomery County area and you see an ambulance, there's a good chance it's you guys.
Yes, sir. We're the red, white, and blue. That's us.
And I want to let everyone know before we get into the accreditation, because this is kind of a cool promotional thing, because y'all decided to do this on your own. No one forced y'all to do this. This is something like a mindset at the MCHD that you'll want to be a better performance.
That's right.
And all that kind of stuff, because really what they did is pretty remarkable to get this accreditation. Also in the studio, I don't want to forget, sorry, we have Carissa in the studio. Carissa, how are you doing this morning?
Great.
Oh, let me make sure this thing, can you push that little button right there? There you go. Now say hi.
Hi.
There you go. We can hear you. Yeah, we have fancy buttons, cough buttons,
buttons.
And no one uses them for coughing. There, it's weird. But welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Now let's, like I said, let's introduce. We have Jared and Carissa in the studio. Carissa, what do you do with the MCHD?
I'm the administrative coordinator for EMS, so help out with any of the command staff's needs, and CAAS was a big part of that while we were working on getting everything organized and set up. Lots of team members helping out with that, and I kind of help keep everything organized.
Well, there's a lot you have to do for CAAS. It's kind of ridiculous. Folks, visit CAAS.org to figure out exactly what we're talking about. It's accreditation you guys achieved. And then, Jared, what do you do? Are you the one driving the EMSs, or you do a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I'm the director of EMS. I'm the one that's in charge of the overall operation of the organization and the budget and how it all goes together and making sure we run a good operation.
Well, right now the reason I got wind is the CAAS accreditation. I'm reading from their website, folks, just to give you an idea of what it is. With the EMS agencies, they can apply, I guess, to be accredited for the CAAS, and they have basically points of what y'all have to accomplish to get this accreditation. And what the whole purpose of this CAAS is it's designed to help EMS agencies increase organizational performance and efficiency, increase clinical quality, and decrease risk and liability, which all sounds great for our county. And just to give a little bit of background to the MCHD, you guys are the EMS service in Montgomery County. You also coordinate with hospitals for basically are the health services here, correct?
That's right. Yes, sir. We have been around. This is actually our 40th year. We came into existence in 1977 as a government agency through the county, and we were responsible mainly for providing care to the indigent, and then we do that through our HCAP service. And what that is, it's a service like an insurance program, if you will, for people who can't get Obamacare.
Okay.
And so it's really a good safety net for people who are on hard times. And so MCHD, I think, has done a very good job of managing that and being very responsible not only to the citizens who are in need, but also to the taxpayers. So it's all about balancing the need and the demand. And then, like you said, we also do the EMS. We also do, through the public health district, we oversee the public health and the spread of disease and those kinds of things throughout the county.
Yeah, one thing I want to let people know, if you're interested in actually more information on this, y'all have a website, mchd/tx.org, and you can actually explain all this. It's right there on the homepage, like what the public health district is, what the air ambulance services are, and then also the healthcare assistance program for those who are less fortunate, those in the county.
Right. Yes, sir.
So it's really easy to figure out, folks. Like, they do a lot, and for this accreditation, let's get into that. What you guys did for CAAS, tell me the process. I guess it started with you wanting to do this.
Yes, sir. That's right. We're relatively young. And when I became the director in 2012, I was by far the youngest director we've ever had. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a good framework and a good foundation for doing a thorough examination of the entire company, our whole operation, and making sure that what we were doing was right and that we had our arms firmly around every aspect of the company. And so we use CAAS as really kind of a roadmap for that. So it's a very thorough process. I think our application was around 1,500 pages, and it looks at every single thing we do. Like you said, not just clinical operations, but also how the organization runs and how we address safety. We mitigate risk and liability, and honestly, the company here we've always provided great clinical care. MCHD has won the EMS Provider of the Year from the state of Texas several times. So clinically, we've always done a very good job, but we did have some opportunity to take the way we run the place day to day and make that something that's reproducible and sustainable. And that's what we did with CAAS. We use that as that foundation and the framework to get us there.
Because sometimes I imagine it's always helpful for an outside either idea or company or something just to help y'all figure out what is exactly missing, because you can't really judge yourself without having an opinion about somebody else, especially the public. It sounds like the public here hasn't been complaining,
Right.
but so I think it's really cool that y'all took the step forward to say, hey, we know we think we're doing a good job, but we think we could do better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how long did it take y'all to do this accreditation?
It's about 2 years, start and stop. We had some road bumps along the way. We had some turnover. We had a new medical director. We hired Dr. Dixon. And so we wanted to wait until he was comfortable and he was familiar with his role. Obviously, our medical director, who's the doctor that oversees how we provide the medicine we provide to the patients, it was really important that he be really involved and he feel good about what we were doing. And so once we got him on board and got him adjusted, we were ready to go. And so we spent the rest of the time just putting everything together and making sure that we had changed a few policies we needed to change, and we got the application done and got it submitted, and they came. And the next step, you asked about the steps. So really, you have to have interest, and then you have to pay for the application. It's a very small fee to get them to send you a copy of the rules and the requirements for CAAS accreditation. And then what we do is you do an internal self-assessment, really. And that's actually the most difficult part. So you have to make sure that you meet, every aspect of your company meets the exact requirements of the accreditation. And then after that, you have to submit proof on paper that you do that. And then the last step, you submit that paperwork to CAAS, and then they send out a team of doctors and administrators who come out and do a site visit, and they make sure that you actually do what you say you do. And so that was the last step, and that's we just finished that up right at the end of the year.
Was that nerve-wracking, Carissa?
It was. They were here for 2 days. It was a group of 3 gentlemen, all with a lot of really great experience in the industry, and they had a lot of really good input. But the most exciting thing was we had 0 deficiencies on that site visit. They didn't find anything out of place or wrong. They gave us a couple of suggestions on how we can kind of tweak a couple of things to be even better than we are now. But it was very exciting to sit in the room with them after their site visit and hear them say that we had no deficiencies on any of the standards. So that was fun. It was nerve-wracking, but it was very fun by the time it was over.
Well, congratulations to you guys about this. This is a big deal, especially for those who are listening. This is a big deal because they want to serve you as the best they can. And you guys, I want to kind of close out letting people know you guys y'all aren't just the 911 service. Y'all do a lot of other things to help out the county because y'all are here. Y'all been here for a while. So what, if you don't mind, Jared, tell me what can I do as a citizen to get involved? What services do you provide that are emergency services?
Yeah, so in addition to that, we also do, like we said earlier, we do a lot of education. I think community outreach and letting the community know what they can do to be safer and be prepared for when things don't go the way they expect them to go. So we do a lot of education, not only for CPR and car seat safety. We do education for high school age students who want to be babysitters. We do safety for how to be safe on the lake. Lake Conroe's, especially in the summer months, it gets pretty busy.
I think it's like the most dangerous lake.
It's up there, yeah, it's up there. And so we do a lot of education to try to make sure that our citizens are being safe while they're out there on the lake. And so if you get on our Facebook page or on our website, there's a lot of information about the other services we offer. In addition to that, we also do non-emergency transfer services. We do standby events. If there's a big event in the county, we'll be there providing medical care and making sure the citizens are protected. Basically, our job, we see it as to be anything related to your health care when you need us. Is we want to be there to fill the gap, and if we can't give you what you need, we'll point you in the right direction.
And so with that, Carissa, what's the best way to reach out to you guys and get all, like, if I want to be, I'm a babysitter and I want to get to the CPR training and stuff, what's the best way to do that?
All of the classes and schedules are listed on our website, mchd-tx.org. There's a community tab at the top of the page that lists out all of the classes we teach.
I'm looking at it right now.
Schedules for all of those. And then there's also contact information for you to register. And if you follow our Facebook page, We try to keep up to date with schedules and things on there as well, especially the Safe Sitter class. That's about once a month. Several CPR classes a month, so the schedule there is best to find on the website since there are so many opportunities for that. So the website or the Facebook page are two great options to find information about when those are being offered and who to contact to sign up.
One other thing, if people have an interest and they want to learn more about what we do, they're welcome to come and spend a day with us. We have a 911 center that we run. You can also come spend a day up there. You can spend a day in the field in one of our ambulances or with a supervisor, kind of seeing what we do and seeing what we do for the community. So that's always an option we give to people around the community.
Folks, you need to check them out, mchd-tx.org. And then also, again, Facebook, that is facebook.com/mchdtx. I want to be posting, if you're just now tuning in, we're talking to the Montgomery County Hospital District and talking about their new accreditation with CAAS. We're going to be posting all this information. If you're just now, like I said, tuning in, we'll be posting a podcast and a YouTube of it. I want to say thanks for you guys for being in the studio.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Letting us how you guys are working for us, because you really are working for us, and so far you're doing a good job. I haven't had an issue yet. But I like the idea of having the other services, being aware of that, like the CPR classes and stuff. Because if you want to be a lifeguard or you want to be a babysitter, and also I think nurses have to get accredited sometimes. So I think
we do a lot of the classes like that too. So any kind of education you need related to healthcare, we do a lot.
So I hear to serve the county.
Yes, sir.
That's great. So you're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. It is 8:46. Coming up next is more music. Let me know what you want to hear on our Facebook at Mornings with Lone Star. And then you can also call in 936-647-3776. Right now, this is a girl from Montgomery County. This is Kenna Danielle. Check her out. She just graduated high school, so she's out on the road doing her thing. She's really good. You have an opportunity to check her out. This is from her 2014 CD, Homeless. Thanks for checking out the Mornings of Lone Star YouTube page. Just make sure to subscribe to keep up with everything happening with the show. We are on TV. We're on Our City TV, Channel 12 on Suddenlink provider. And then don't forget, I'm live every Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm your morning radio show host here in Montgomery County. If you want to be a guest, if you want to be a sponsor, want to do anything with me in the mornings, just look up online at irlonestar.com, contact us. Or you can just send me a message on Facebook or email me directly at dick@irlonestar.com. I usually provide all that information below in the description. Also, if you're watching this on Our City TV, then you can just visit us online at irlonestar.com. I love being your morning radio show host, so make sure to tune in and let me know how I'm doing. Thanks for checking out Mornings of Lone Star.